Hey, what's up, you guys? Gavin here. Today we're going to be talking about something pretty great. Tyler, the Creator, Goblin album review. First things first are the lyrics. We'll be talking about favorite lyrics and stuff. One sec while I Google. Now, this album starts off really weird. Like, it's kind of demented. It's really dark in more ways than someone might be used to when they listen to hip hop or rap or whatever. But it's definitely interesting. It's definitely a cooler take and a different take on hip hop and rap and things like that. But anyways, we're gonna jump back to the lyrics real quick. Now I'm on the first track, which is Goblin. Now the lyrics are kind of dark because a lot of his the main theme of Goblin was to represent his subconscious and how he uses that as a therapeutic type of way of going about having or relating to your subconscious, and it turns out that it's actually not healthy. So you wouldn't do that. Tyler, cure yourself for anyone. You don't even have the balls to begin with. What you need is me. I just want to talk to you. It's been a while since your last session. So tell me what's been going on. I'm not a fucking role model. I know this. I'm a 19-year-old fucking emotional coaster with pipe dreams. So anyone tweeted telling people he's bumping all of my shit, these motherfuckers think I'm supposed to live up to something. Shit. So yeah, as you can see, his lyrics are definitely as if relating to almost like schizophrenic type thing, almost bipolar is what some of the themes I would throw at the position I'm in. With that being said, hold on, here's first impressions. First impressions I got, this wasn't the first song. A lot of the albums that I listen to, I don't go in and listen to the album first. Like, I don't get exposed to, someone's like, oh, hey, you should listen to this album on a CD or something. It's usually someone shows me, like, a single or a song that they liked off the album or a YouTube music video. And it's usually how I get exposed to these songs and these albums. That being said, the first song that I heard off this album was Yonkers, and my first impression was I was just really amazed by it. I was really dumbfounded by it. It was something so different and original to me. I had never heard anything like it before. It was kind of like, it wasn't exactly like Biggie or Tupac or Snoop Dogg, and it definitely wasn't like Drake. It was in its own hinge. It was in its own door of all the things. it was something that I felt like I could really relate to more than Drake, more than Biggie or Tupac, because a lot of my problems never came from family things or divorce or stuff like that, or not having enough money, or being poor. Some of the problems that I felt when I was younger stemmed from like mental stuff and things that were one sec. Stuff that I felt was self-inflicted. So, yeah. So you can skip forward. How did that even work? I thought it was going to give me the oh no, it didn't. Here we go. Alright, so the next song off of this playlist is Yonkers. Now this is, like I said, this is a song that I was exposed to first out of the album. And it's a little more intimate than I think Tyler probably gets credit for, in my opinion. Being exposed to some of your fears and doubts. I mean, in all honesty, I guess that's not really completely true, but in this form, it comes off a little psycho, and I don't know, it's really cool to me. Especially the music video. The music video was really cool. It was like him with sitting on a stool with like his shirt off, and there was like a cockroach like crawling on him in and out of his mouth, and he was like playing with it. So anyway, moving forward, the instrumentals. It's a little simple, but it's also very like psychedelic in its own right. Like usually when I listen to music, there's if it's really simple, there's like space between certain beats. Like if there's a triple note that keeps playing over and over and over, and like a rhythm in the back behind that, and maybe like an echo of a voice, but there's nothing in between those beats and those sounds get really not lost. I don't want to say lost, but they become really light and not very what's the word for it? Substantial, really. It becomes kind of stable, and there's like these big space, these gaps between these beats and songs, and that's usually where I like to, when I'm listening to music, if those gaps get filled in, those are key points in how I figure if a song is good or not, because if those gaps have something in between them that's actually decent, it's a little, it takes away from that, like, staleness that you're left with when it just doesn't leave it to be boring. And I feel like a lot of Tyler Creator's songs on this album do that. I haven't been exposed to a lot of his albums. This is just one album that I've really dug into at the moment. And as far as I can say, the beats and the sounds and the background music of it all is really original, and I'm pretty impressed. Moving forward, the controversy. Now, I didn't read too much controversy, but there is a lot of, he's not light with his topics. And it's mostly just about his language in general. He doesn't really hold back, and it's fine. You know, it's not really what rappers are, taking into consideration. Oh, I'm not gonna rap, but I'm gonna try to rap without cussing, or I'm gonna try to do this without offending people. It's usually just whatever sounds good and what makes the most sense and the best way to express that. So, in that, I covered the whole controversy. Some of the lyrics, we'll go read some more of his lyrics real quick. I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Threesomes with a fucking triceratops reptar. Rapping as I'm mocking deaf rock stars wearing synthetic wigs made of Anwar's dreadlocks. Bedrock harder than a motherfucking Flintstone, making crack rocks out of a pussy nigga fish bones. This nigga Jasper trying to get grown about 5'7" of his bitches in my bedroom. Swallow the cinnamon, I'ma scribble this in and shit. While Sid is telling me that she's been getting intimate with men. Sid, shut the fuck up. Here's the number to my therapist. Shit, tell him all your problems. He's fucking awesome with listening. Jesus called, he said he's sick of the disses. I told him to quit bitching, and that this isn't a fucking hotline for a fucking shrink. Sheesh, I already got mine. He's not fucking working. I think I'm wasting my damn time. I'm clocking the 6:03 and going postal. This the revenge of the dicks. It's 9 cocks that Glock 9s. Oh my god. So anyway, it's mostly just his language, and the way he expresses it. It's very vulgar, very, very vulgar, and I don't think there's too much controversy behind that. It's when you first leave, it's a lot to take in. I probably wouldn't share this with my mom or my sister just because it's a lot. I think more chiller rap would be more easier to take in at first when you first listen, because it's really hard to listen to at first. You don't really understand it. It's not something you get right away, which is pretty cool. I think it's cool when you can, if it sounds good at first, but it does take a couple listeners to really grasp the genius behind it, or the mind behind it, and the expression that really went into this. It becomes art after that point. So, moving forward, I think we're on Radicals. These songs are so good. They have really soft, chill beats. Some of them have a little more heavier stuff, but in the most part, it's really chill. And I'm pretty sure more people who like listen to music probably smoke weed or like do day drinking or something, or just really like to get in the feels, because this music is perfect for that. Also, if you're really angry and you just need to, like, you don't want to vent but you want to hear someone else vent that is angry as you are, probably go-to music for that. Moving forward, the best track. Alright, so far, I had 2 songs off this album that I was just so deeply into. So, it's just my favorite songs. And that was She and Yonkers. Those are the songs that I was really head over heels for off this album. And we're gonna go forward, and Yonkers is pretty good. Like, it's really, like, it's really cynical, and it's very like running over your own tail type of song. And it makes you kind of feel crazy. It makes you feel a little crazy, and it makes you feel like, oh well, I'm not the only person, I'm not alone in this, me being crazy or angry or, like, my self-views aren't that different from someone else's. Alright. Now, the reason I have a really big heart for this song is because at the time when I was listening to the song, someone had entered my life and was really making a dash for a special place. And when I was younger, I was really like cynical and not really nice or kind about anything, really. I mean, I was kind, I was sweet, but I felt like I was motivated. Someone will link in the description where you can find these songs. Weekend, even from Sunday to sleeping late night, express out the shower, after hours, ain't no man allowed in the bedroom. You're sleeping alone in bed. Eyes wide open so we can see when you're dark, when you're sleeping. Make your body fresh out the shower. You touch yourself after hours. Ain't no man allowed in your bedroom. You're sleeping alone in bed. Is that your window? Is that your window? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After all this, use your motherfucking couches. Alright, so in a consensus, I think I'm gonna give it to She. One, because I think this album, under all that, like, ugliness that he's foreseeing and giving us, under all that vulgarness, he really just, wanted to be loved. I think that's the message of all this, is that even though on the outside there's like a hardcore crust of something, like a really big wall, and underneath all that is just this soft little little sea creature that just wanted to be loved and is very misunderstood. And I think it does a really good job representing. Also because it's not exactly sane either. Like, this is the most psycho love song I've ever heard in my life. And it's not psycho in the sense of the energy, it's more about what he says and how he imagined things and just the outlook of things. And you can really tell that he's trying to be vulnerable in this one song. So I really appreciate that. Anyways, we're coming down to the 20-minute mark, so we're going to move forward. The atmosphere setting, I think I already mentioned that. The extensive length. Oh yeah, their songs are really long, by the way. I think some of them go on to like 8 minutes. There's like a 6-minute song, 5-minute song. Another 6-minute song, another 8-minute song, and in total there's like 15 songs. So it really long songs. They're not like 20 minutes long, but usually a song's like 3 minutes, 2 minutes long. And a lot of these songs are like double that. Pitchfork's review. Alright, so I had looked up a couple reviews back. And I'm going to leave a link in the description of where you can find some of these, because I think they did a really good job of reviewing them. So I'll leave a link in the description. Goblin, yeah. It's really good, it's really cool, and it definitely brings to light and casts a really good image or outlook of the album that I really appreciated, and kind of took the words right out of my mouth. Following months of anticipation, hype, Odd Future's anarchic leader drops his second full length, the bleak and uncompromising Goblin. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link in the description for Pitchfork and Rolling Stone. I think Rolling Stone did a really good job as well as describing and reviewing this album. So we're going to look up this real quick. Let's see. They give it a 3.5 stars out of 5. Here's what they had to say about it. Tyler, the creator, raps on Goblin. That would be putting it lightly. With his penchant for horrific lyrics, onstage outrageousness, and old-fashioned hustle, the LA rapper-producer behind the hip-hop collective Odd Future, Wolfgang Kill Them All, has become an engrossing, disconcerting, trending topic. My god. I love the way they described him in this. Anyways, we're gonna leave a link in the description. And yeah. I give this album a 3 out of 5. 1, because I really liked it. 2, I got attached to 2 songs. I hadn't really listened to the whole album, and it's probably going to take me a couple listenings before I will actually get attached to it. And 3, it was the first time I've ever heard Tyler, the Creator, and any of the stuff that he's produced ever. So yeah. 3 stars. Yeah, leave a comment in the comment section if you like this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.